Thank you for being a connoisseur of Cognac Corner and listening to another episode. It's me, your host, Marcus Boston. Please, 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 please share, like, and comment. Let me know what you think. I love feedback on what I can do better, where I can grow, where we can make this thing be what it's all it can be. Follow me on IG at Marcus Boston 314. Show page, Cognac Corner. Leave me a comment. Hop in them DMs. Let me know what's going on. Also, follow me on Twitter at Marcus Cognac. Show page, Cognac Corner. On the Facebook at Cognac Corner. Let me know. Follow, share. Email me at cognaccorner@gmail with any relationship questions, any thoughts, anything you just want to discuss, any gems I can give you away, any shots I could pour in your cup. If you want to be a guest, also email me, DMs, comment, whatever. Let me know. Get your friends to become connoisseurs as well. So we just make this a bigger family event. So thank you again for being here and enjoy the show.
Sipping Douce, boy, this ain't your daddy yet. He in the Cadillac, me, I'm in the Maybach.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another fabulous episode of Cognac Corner. I am your host with the most, Marcus Boston. Today I have a good man, the team's cameraman, creative director.
That's right.
Team member, tribe member, Soulardian. This good man named Mo.
Yes,
I don't know what's up, Mo.
What's up, man? Good to finally be on the mic, man.
Man, I know. We've been trying to get you here, and you had a practice run.
I did.
What was your boy name again?
Justin.
Hilarious.
Oh my god. And we was just rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was so lit. It could have possibly been an episode.
I still got it. I might just clean it up and
just
let it
put it
run.
on. Why not?
Just drop it.
Give the people what they want.
Give them what they want. Feed the streets. The
hey.
streets deserve it.
That is some real deal knowledge dropping. Man, we was all over the place.
That shit was fun. And like what we got going on now was you seen the improvements every time.
Yes.
It's getting together.
Yes.
Slowly but surely.
It's coming together very clean, you know?
Yeah. A little vision, a little work, a little time. And, I was talking about earlier, like, once you find your creative spirit, you being a photographer, you being a man with a vision and purpose, it's hard to just be a mindless cog in the machine.
It's hard to be a robot.
It's hard to go back in the matrix. Once you unplug and you realize how this works, there's no going back.
It's asking somebody. I read this the other day. It's like asking somebody, right, who sees colors to go blind.
That's it.
Not happening, fam. Not happening. No matter what, that's not happening.
And the amazing thing, like, things you consume change. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do less music and more like, business podcasts or, psychedelic podcasts. Like, you're less sports. Like, you do less entertainment and more productive things.
Right.
You're like, you can't sit still and watch Netflix. But like, no, I'm going to check this. I could be writing this. I can't sit still.
Yep.
You can't sit still because you just want to, it's always work to be done.
Yeah.
And when motherfucker be like, man, I ain't got nothing to do. I'm bored. I'm like, shit, you got it. Then what are you here for? What makes your life great?
Right. Make something happen. Let's make it happen.
What are you doing all day? So nothing. Just
yeah, man. Like recently, like I told you off air. I've been having a big. I'm trying to shoot for a big year. You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So I recently have found that when you work so hard at something that you're really passionate about, and the word passion, you got to really like break that down, right?
Right.
I feel like anytime you want to do anything in life, you have to have that passion. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's editing photos, doing this podcast, or even like basic life shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna wake up and have a good day, live life with passion. You know what I'm saying? So like, ultimately, you gotta be passionate.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm following one of my passions. I'm gonna make it happen. 2019 is a big year, Everybody says that, but like, it's action. But going back to it, man, lately I've been working so hard from like, I double as a barista, so I see this vision and I gotta make it happen. I wake up still barista hours, like 6 o'clock. Man, I don't even do that for work anymore. But it's like from 6 to like 12, bro. Working,
on your shit,
working, right, because that passion is there.
That's the cheat
you know
code.
What I'm saying? And so it's like, do anything you do in life with passion. You heard it here. Do it with passion, dog.
And be open to it. Like I didn't know you selling me crack would turn into this. Now, when we talk about crack, not the actual crack, we talk about the coffee crack.
Yes.
And that shit, I mean,
not to be confused. Like, that's, your boy is not about that. Barista was the the barista was the header. Yeah, not the plug.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're talking photos. Can I shout myself out?
Oh, absolutely.
All
Please
right.
do.
Yeah. On Instagram at Never Ordinary, because that's how you should live life. You know, do pictures, holla at me.
Yeah. And I'll make sure I promote the fuck out of it when I drop this footage. All your social medias.
Man. Check the link. You know,
be rampant.
I'm always ready to collab with my brothers. You know,
fuck yeah, man.
You know,
and this is what, just 2 months in the making. Just coming in with Cecil, the other Sulardian. Getting our creative juices going with some crack from the coffee shop.
Right.
Chucked it up.
Right.
We had some moments about that Patriot shit you be on.
What, you know.
And it's cool. My boy Matt, who's been on the podcast, he's a Patriot fan too.
You know, he's a good guy. I don't know him personally, but
I get along great.
Sounds like a good guy.
Yeah, he's one of a kind for sure.
Okay.
Then, you know, Byron, another Cowboys fan.
Yeah. I saw that episode with the Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was, you know, you can't hate him, but you can't, you know what I'm saying? You gotta love him, you know? It's like that person that just, like, you know, you tell, yo, that kind of sucks, but it's just like, nah, but that's a squad, though.
Yeah.
That's a squad.
These motherfuckers won 2 on Saturday. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
I ignored all messages.
Yeah.
I'm a bad person. Should have showed up, but I didn't. My attendance is bad. I apologize. Love you guys. You know who you are. And so be like things like Byron, Brandon, I've been on the podcast. Liz, she's a Cowboys fan. I'm like, Luke, my boy Luke, a Cowboys fan. I said, well, what's wrong with me? I can't follow the line.
Are you a Cowboys fan?
I can't be a Cowboys fan. Brandon sent me some pictures of some ladies.
Yeah.
That is in my type of ladies that are in Cowboys gear. Okay. I was like, man. I can't switch sides. So they make it very. I don't know if I can say no to pictures. Right. The point is, if it was like in the same room, how strong is my conviction? Right. To the Giants and all things NY for the most part to not jump ship, but my soul won't let me do it.
But you know, no one cares about the Giants. No one cares about the Giants.
Shit.
You know, I had to say my piece. No one cares about the Giants.
I hear you.
If you're a Giants fan, you know, shout out to you. But no one cares. Patriot fans don't care for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I understand. I mean, you got 5, could have had 7, but you know,
shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, and Matt said 5 is better than 2. You are correct. You were no lie. Yep. No lie has been told. I might have put that heavy. Look, good thing we got another bottle. This Douce.
That's right.
This is a future sponsor of Cognac Corner. It's Douce. See you soon, Rock Nation in the building.
Right.
Put your rocks up.
Mr. Sean Carter.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Wait on the call. Wait on the call, Sean. Whenever you're ready, I'm available.
That's right.
A Rock Nation Midwest, wherever we got to go. So, Mo, being that we like to talk relationships and women and perspectives.
Yeah.
Growing up, how was Mo with the ladies?
Mo with the ladies. So, you know, it was always all right. You know, it was never terrible. I mean, I did have that ugly stage. Like, I feel like everybody has an ugly stage.
Like, do you mean like the hoe stage or like the savage stage? Because like men, I would say men don't always know the best. We have bad source of information growing up. We look at if you don't have we can have a father or an uncle, but like if you're not necessarily, you sort of was raised seeing women as objects, not as human beings. Then it's reinforced in the media,
right?
And you repeat the behavior that's been exhibited in front of you.
See, well, I had it backwards.
Okay.
So if I have to say, you know, I gotta speak my truth.
Let me get that pen.
My pops has he always, like, you know what I'm saying, like him and my mom are like goals. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't. All people argue, but they argued like very minimal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like seeing that, you know, now at 27, you know, I see that, I'm like, okay, yeah, they definitely were like trying to show us something growing up. But like when you're growing up, you know, like, you know, you out here, you watching TV, you know what I'm saying? You got Wayne on, you know, that's what we was listening to. You know what I'm saying? You got Dipset, you know, we listen to Hov, we listen to Nas, like, you know, we on that, like, fuck bitches, get money, you know, like, that's what it is, you know? And so, like, that kind of maybe brainwashed us a little bit, you know, but, like, so, like, you know, growing up, you always was just like, whatever, you know? it is what it is. If we doing this, we doing this, and if not, oh well. But like I felt like everybody was doing that,
Right?
You know,
you just did it. You fell in line with the
culture.
crowd, the culture. It was the culture. I agree.
Culture.
It was it was
Culture.
a lack of information. Like I love where we at now. Like the same way you say your mom and dad gave examples of how the relationship should work.
Right.
You know, my mom and stepdad is the same way. They've been married for 11, together for 15, something like that.
Right.
But like I've never seen them argue.
Right.
I mean, they might have conversations about
Absolutely.
disagreeing, but I was raised in a house where arguing isn't yelling and screaming and all this crazy behavior.
Right.
Not my peace of mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a conversation.
Right.
We don't agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the door's always open. Open
Right.
door policy.
Exactly.
You don't have to stay here.
Right.
This train goes with you or without you.
Absolutely.
And so, like any woman that don't bring a level of peace, or just because you bad, I'm not going. You bad.
Right.
My peace is better.
Right.
So if you can't get where I'm at,
right.
Hey, well, I'm not mad. My quote for every show in life is, "I'm not mad that it's gone. I'm happy that it happened."
Right.
Because I've learned
Right.
something, and I'm
Exactly.
gonna move this to the next person. Because
Exactly.
I mean, you was here for a reason. It's interaction.
Right.
I'm either gonna learn what I'm supposed to learn from this moment,
Mm-hmm.
and move it forward. Or I'm gonna learn it again until the moment is learned. So that's fine. You know,
Right.
you don't always make the best decisions, but like, bye.
Yeah.
I'm not doing. I don't get it. Like, it's just not that serious. I guess I've always had that. Like, people like, you wanted to live. What if I wake up tomorrow though?
Exactly.
I do some crazy shit today,
right?
And I make it to tomorrow, and I'm like, I thought I was gonna die yesterday, so I gotta deal with the consequences.
Exactly.
Now, Mo, are you from here? Where you from?
Born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. Yeah.
So how are you fucking Patriots fan?
Okay, so growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have cousins in. Now I'm drunk. It's fucking.
They do say that cognac can do it to you,
right? So I'm Ethiopian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm first generation.
Mm-hmm.
My parents from the motherland.
Yes.
Okay. Migrated in '89. Right.
Man, 89 was 89.
89. Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Yeah.
They came out here, and pretty much it was them, and then my mom's side of the family. So like my sister, my aunt, which is her sister, and then
Mm-hmm.
all of my cousins. And so a big portion of them, they all came here first.
Yeah.
And then they decided, okay, well, we gonna branch out, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the uncle out there, who ended up coming a little bit later on, migrating, I should say, not because it's 2019, and we're having immigration issues. Let's not get political on the cognac corner, but migrate,
yeah,
immigrants,
yeah.
And he was because when you live somewhere, you start learning about the culture or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when it came to football, he was clearly a Patriots fan. First jersey I owned actually was a Bledsoe jersey.
Oh, we came on the Bledsoe. Okay.
Yeah.
They
early Bledsoe.
Early
Bledsoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not late. Not Brady Bledsoe, but early, respectable.
Right.
After he left. Was that after he left Dallas? When did he go to Dallas? Dallas was after he left Patriots. Never mind.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just kind of stuck, man. Like, you gotta understand, like, being a Patriots fan back then. People like to give us shit because we're a Patriots fan, but like back then, it was like the Rams were having the time of their lives.
Oh yeah, y'all wasn't shit. Y'all were just victims to the greatest show on turf back then.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You had everybody. We had everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, see, I have a cousin actually who's a Giants fan.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but he's a Giants fan. Might be because we had that little cousin rivalry. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the next team.
I got something for this nigga.
Yeah. Oh man, I remember watching that football, that Super Bowl, man. We was all at my mom's house, sitting there. I'm like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag. I got my uncle on the phone.
Real spicy.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Like, of course, all the teams in the NFL, there's one team that practices helmet catches. Like, it's an important drill. If you don't show up, you're getting fined. It's serious. And, it happened. But I'm not salty about it, But, yeah, man.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I respect it.
But then I moved to Denver, Colorado. It's like a second home. So, like, that question's always hard for me because it's like, where you from? And it's like I spent equal times in both states.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm cheating on the other. You know what I'm saying?
I would say Denver first. Yeah,
I would say Denver first.
Yeah, I would go with Denver first.
Why?
Denver is way more fun than St. Louis.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would say so.
They're a lot more progressive.
A lot more, yeah, progressive.
Yeah, a lot more
for sure.
St. Louis still has, this whole divided county city shit is just holding it back so much.
Yeah,
and I really hope, the next generation, if not sooner, like they can get back together as one. But some people actually gotta die. Like it'll take a while for people that hold the I'm from this county, you from that county type of shit, and I want to keep my money, my taxes here. You can't change certain people's minds. They just gotta die.
Absolutely,
you gotta hold them out and die. And when they die, you make sure you snatch that shit up and move forward.
Lay that new groundwork.
Yeah, they gonna hold true.
Right.
So, what's your relationship status as of this now? Is Mo at say 27?
27. I'm currently seeing somebody.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, definitely seeing somebody. Things are rocky.
Yeah. How long y'all been together? Is together the label, or is we in the same age group? So like the labels and terms are always very
Mr. Black.
It's always very interesting. Like are we dating? I like to say we're hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
You say that so that way if you wanna, if you get caught doing something like we're not together, we hang out, we kick it.
Right.
I choose to spend time with you.
Right.
But that's probably due to my schedule and your schedule.
Right.
Because when you at work,
right,
that don't mean I'm not, talking chit chatting on the side.
Right.
But
right.
But we make a decision. Like monogamy is a choice. It's not a human condition.
Right.
It's like race is not a real thing. It's a social construct. So it's monogamy.
Right.
So you got to make sure you choose to be in that situation, like you sign any contract.
Absolutely.
But if the contract is violated, you have a choice. Do you stay there, or do you move on?
Right.
I'm always burn the Carter down guy. Like what? No, we agreed to this.
Right.
I changed certain behaviors to make this happen.
Right.
I made sure when I only see you.
Right.
For the most part, I try not to.
Catch my focus.
I'm here.
Focus.
I'm here. I get it. I put a lot of work and time into this moment, into making this great. But I'm not arrogant enough, or what's the better word? Naive enough to assume that I can't. If you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it.
Right.
And I learned with men, and men cheat for ego because we're stupid. We feel the need to fuck up a great thing to prove a point to somebody that don't matter.
Right.
As well, if a woman cheats, it's for emotional reasons. She don't want to.
Yeah.
She'd rather be with the man she chose to be with and put her time into.
Right.
Because I like to say I trust a woman with my life more than a man, because a woman don't necessarily want your spot. She normally wants you to be great. You know what I'm saying, and support you in the places where you might have gaps in your, whatever it may be.
Right.
If you need to be picked up or, gassed up, or support you. Where if your number two is a guy, he probably won't be number one.
Right.
When I went and saw The Mule with Clint Eastwood movie.
Okay. That's that new one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't seen it yet. But I heard it was good.
It was pretty good. The questions I had was like, what made him want to do this? You know what I'm saying? What made him want to be
like Clint Eastwood to do the movie?
No, to become the mule. Like, what made him want to become a pretty much a drug trafficker for the cartel? Like what was that thing?
Okay, so that's what the movie's about. I don't know the movie, so
it pretty much just shows how.
Spoiler alert!
Clint Eastwood.
This guy's unruly.
Clearly I'm from this movie. I saw me building up to it.
Yeah,
I was working up to it. Mo caught me. He saw it in my eyes. A twinkle. He finna fuck the whole movie up.
Spoiler alert! When he say the mule is running drugs for the cartel, I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, go everybody right now. Go see The Mule before you see this.
If you don't want to know how this movie turns out, I would tell you to maybe fast forward 30 seconds.
Yep.
At worst.
Let's make it happen.
So, the pivot would make. So, Clint Eastwood's name is Earl.
Okay.
That's an old motherfucker name.
That's an ugly name.
I can't. Earl, we could call you something else. Eddie.
Yeah, dog.
I can't trust no Earls.
That's it. Let's not get sidetracked, but I did one time, right? Meet a guy. Okay. Cool dude. Like, don't kill me for this, bro. But my man's is like 23.
Whoa.
Okay? 23. Cleveland. That is an old name. Cleveland. I was like, bro, nah, like, be real. You're a funny guy. I'm a funny guy. That was a good one. What's up, bro? And you feel like an asshole because he was genuinely telling me his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, bro, come on. It's Cleveland, bro. Oh.
Like Cleveland? No, like Cleveland,
yeah.
Cleveland.
Like you say it 3 more times. Like it's gonna make it better. Like, like it wasn't just Cleveland. Now it's 3 Clevelands. It's like, yeah, just that one time, bro.
Damn. Yeah. My grandfather's name, they call him Boston, and that's the last name I'm very proud of. But his first name was Onesimus.
See, that's original as fuck.
That's
Onesimus.
And he was a strong personality because you had no choice.
With a name like that, bro, hell yeah. Let me tell you something. Somebody walk up like, my name is Onesimus.
I want all the smoke.
I'm rocking with him, G. Like, just strictly off his name, Onesimus.
Yeah, he wants all the smoke.
I believe
they called him Boston in the church. He had 6 children. Including one my mom. My mom's the youngest of 6.
Right.
He was definitely he passed away last year. But the funeral was always interesting,
right?
Because that's when all the smoke come out. Right. So we laughed more than we cried,
right?
And I was like, "We telling his whole stories at the funeral?" I was like, "He was a
good time though."
I was like, "Man, he was out here, huh?" So you just, and you see the pictures like me and him. When I was like 6, 7, we both wore white suits. And he was like, "My grandson." He had one of those strong. Ooh. You in the church, got those couple of 4, 2 or 3 deacons that got that strong. Hey man, hallelujah.
Yeah.
He was that guy.
Okay.
Okay. Hello, motherboard. I was like this. I said, I'm so glad I didn't. By the time I came around, he was already past that part of the game. But it has flashes. Even towards the end, he was still, giving these nurses the smoke. I said, bro, so that just at the end, huh? This is who you are. I said, and the funeral was turned up.
There you go.
I said, well, if
the man showed his path, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Happiness for everybody is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's just like, you got one shot, take risks, do what you can. You know what I'm saying? And that's with relationships, you know what I'm saying? Whatever goals you have, like, you are your biggest, like you stand in the way. People don't understand that, like, you stand in the way of you doing everything that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And like some things in life are obtainable and some aren't. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're realistic about it, Yeah. And sometimes, man, look, you shoot for the stars, shit happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've seen it time and time again. So it's like, just don't.
If you believe you can, you right.
Right.
If you believe you can't, you also right.
That's right.
And like it's amazing. Like I drive Uber and shit on part time.
Right.
And last night I drove a guy from. It was a 3-hour Uber ride, bro. I drove this guy from.
You can do that?
The whole trip. I didn't finish the trip to maybe. I got him at 4:30. I finished exactly at 7:30.
The Uber app doesn't time out like, hey, you still in the car?
No, I didn't.
Like on some Netflix shit, like you still watching? Like, you still there? You still driving?
And like with that shit, like that I'm doing better in that because I'm a hustle back. Like I know I'm gonna go do my lap. You know what I'm saying? Now I drive a little bit more south than I do more West County because you got to just switch it up. Everything I explained, I was in drug terms. Like I love a good Narcos movie because that's life. If you can't find a parallel to how this game of business work,
right,
in the realm of like Narcos and drug dealing, it's the same fucking metrics, the same rule book.
Right.
Picked him up down like Lee May somewhere. Took his nigga to High Ridge. That's like 25 minutes. Then I get there. I'm like, oh, second stop. I'm like, okay, second stop. My new app shows like 45 plus minutes for the entire. I'm like, I ain't doing shit. It's a Sunday. I don't know right. I'm gonna hit. I'm here doing whatever. It's at 1 hour and 30 minutes because he lived in like Montgomery City.
Wow.
It's like on the way to Herman. Like we gonna get to wine country. Out 70, going towards like Columbia.
Okay.
That way. I'm like, well, shit. I got editing to do. I got a bunch of other things. I'm like, fuck it. I'm in. So get him there. He
was the guy cool though?
He was cool. Like, I sort of let the ride goes with the passenger. You know,
Right.
try to be very mindful of what I'm playing music wise,
Right.
podcast wise. I don't know what your vibe is.
Right.
I know where I'm at, but like I've sort of found my medium where I can still play music I want to hear.
Right.
But it's edited because DJ
Right.
Khaled has like Apple Music, his own
Right.
radio station. Cool, I can hear what I want to hear, but it's I don't know how you feel about nigga and bitches
Right.
and hoes, but I'll
Right.
give you
It's
the
all dubbed.
clean version. So
Yeah, absolutely.
see where your vibes at. If I turn on my other shit, then we gonna rock out.
Right.
Get there, go to his mom's house. He's like, he gets out, goes in there and comes back out. He's like, she came back. Could you come back in 20 minutes? I'm gonna talk to my son. I guess he just got maybe jail or something, or you know, some situation. I'm not finna ask you questions. I'm trying to. Cool. I'm like, no, I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm straight. Like, she's like, oh, we give you a little extra, you know, cash for your time. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
I'm already committed to this process. Like, I can't end it. Then you like, damn, because his sister was paying for the Uber anyway.
Okay.
So I'm locked in, and like, I'll wait. So I'm sitting in the car doing my shit. I got my iPad, blah blah blah, doing my shit. He comes out. I run to Walgreens.
Okay.
To pick his mom's medicine. Come back. Wait about 20 minutes. Him and his mom's talking. And she finally
Meter's running this entire time.
Meter's running.
Okay.
I'm waiting. You know, she gave me a little extra cash for the time. He threw me a little extra cash. We rolling.
Okay.
We talking, and like, I guess his mom had a settlement of some type from whatever she had, and he was, I guess someone had took pictures of like gift cards and the numbers on the back, then put them back on the shelves. So when they got activated, they were able to take the money off the cards. So they had the information already. I said, "Damn,
what?"
Yeah, so like his daughter, I guess the mom bought all the kids, you know, gift cards and put money on them. So when they went activated, the person that was scamming knew it was activated and spent the money before the person that has the actual card knew it. So when they went to spend the money on the card, it was already gone.
Wow.
I was like, damn, that's cold blooded.
Right.
As a motherfucker. So, but from that, he was telling me the story, and he's like, man, thank you for waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cool, let's drive, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, man, like, it's cool. You know, like,
I'm chilling.
It's whatever. Like, I don't know what I'm going to make when I go out in these streets, but I'm going to go out with a positive attitude and see what happens.
Right.
You know, like God lead the way.
Right.
And we started rapping. Like, I'm talking to him about the shit I know about, you know, Apple and, you know, explaining the Apple ecosystem to compare to PCs and like how that happens, you know, sort of that tech game experience that I have from what I've been through, and put them up on game. Let me use my hotspot on the iPad, and we rolling down 70 and shit. I don't have to fuck me at home, but we wrapping it up. And like, he was a
man, Marcus, by the way, pushes like the coldest limo. Like the Uber is an actual limo, like straight up. Uber got the Wi-Fi hotspot? Like, I ain't never been in no fucking Uber with a Wi-Fi hotspot. He said, yo, I let him use the Wi-Fi hotspot. Super nonchalant. Like, that shit's unheard of. Like, my Ubers hand me like mints sometimes. Sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like, I've gotten to arguments about, bro, you have water in here? And it's like, no, it's not necessary. I don't have to provide it. It's like, okay, well.
A no would have been just fine. I didn't need to go into how you feel about it.
It's fine. My ride is only 6 minutes, so it's like I need to go and get some water. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with you, you know. But let me let you finish. Wi-Fi in the Uber. That's some really like futuristic shit.
I'm here to serve, man.
Shout out to Apple.
You know, shout out to Apple with the Wi-Fi.
Can we get a tag or something, man? Like,
I'm gonna try for Apple. I need an Apple sponsorship. I'm definitely my do say sponsorship. I'm trying to be. I want a rock chain.
Right. My
goal for 2024 is give me a rock chain.
That's right.
I don't know how. I don't know how it's gonna come together, but I want me a Jay-Z supplied. Right. Well, I'll take Myth Bleak. Don't have to be Jay directly, but I need at least a picture of Jay handing to somebody to hand to me. Yeah. A rock chain. And we cooking out here.
Let's just speak it to existence.
You gotta put it out there.
And if all else fails, we have that other option. You know what I mean?
So, there's always ways.
Yeah, absolutely.
He will provide. So he in the car talking about, you know, that made him feel the type of way because his daughter went to go buy what she wanted to buy with that gift card on the money on it. So he wanted to get into cybersecurity and want to understand how that all works. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me explain to you. Clearly, you have this passion. That's what caught my attention first. You feel some type of way that your daughter was robbed of her joy because someone chose to scam, and you know the scam hurt your child or whatever. I'm like, well, let me put so. He has tattoos on his face. Young guy, white guy, has a prosthetic leg. I wonder why he had a sort of a weird walk because only one of his legs is real. I said, damn, like he's going through it. So I explained to him, like, look, well, this is what explain Apple's ecosystem, how that shit works, how PC, while most creatives use Mac shit because it's easier, simpler, and it's effective, and most importantly, the protection you get, the peace of mind from using these products, because you don't have to worry about viruses and all the other shit that you have to deal with if you choose to be more open ended with PC stuff.
Right.
And I was like, look, well, read TechCrunch magazine, so sort of dig into, use Lynda. Lynda allows you to learn whatever you want to fucking learn if you have the interest in learning it. That's why I use learn all the shit, all the design shit I do and going to do in the future. I learn from there and I put it to use. I was like, look, here's TechCrunch, here's Lynda. Like, go to your library, blah blah blah. Because I know like that he was cool. Like, let me buy you lunch. You take like just put the gas in the tank so I get home and I see what this meat is running and cool. So I walk away with cash and the trip fee and how to figure out how to get my ass back home because you get that far west, signals is questionable.
Right.
I was like, map.
No hot spot. No hot spot. There you go. You go too far west, no hot spot.
Yeah, I go too far out the city.
Yeah.
I was like, can I get at least for the major interstate? I said, I'm in some shit out here. So anyway, but like, that more important than the money was maybe that interaction with me and him made me appreciate what I can do for others. Because this man might be the next whatever for cybersecurity. Like, dude, you have the choices you made because you were a skateboarder. You probably did some time, got face tattoos. But like, when you learn a skill, something like cybersecurity or coding, your experience and your perspective on life is going to be way more valuable than your actual skill set in that field, because most of the people who do cybersecurity have no life experience, no seasoning, they can't perceive, I won't say he's a criminal mind, but they can't perceive the people that would be in that kind of how they think. They were probably raised in the county, with resources, but they don't have that grime, that perspective of having nothing and having to survive based on wit experience. So like, if you want to really dig into that world, being fueled by the passion of, your daughter and her Christmas, you the perfect person to do it. You just put the work in to learn that industry and, find a job, learning yourself, be a consultant. Because like, we're not going, the motherfucking horse and carriage, dial up, that shit ain't coming back. Right. What's next is we getting further and further into technology and everything in between. So you not at a bad time. And you even more valuable because you have the experience of not having shit. Right. Than anybody that has it all. Yeah. So let me tell you what I know. And we exchange numbers, like, hit me up if anybody need a ride, like you want to, blah, blah, blah. Like, I sound like I know a lot of shit. Right. But I just know enough to help you, lead you in the right direction. Exactly. Because who knows what he might turn out to be. That's right. And I would trust you more than somebody ain't never been through shit. Right. Because you missing a leg and a body full of tattoos. He's a tattoo artist. I was like, damn, like, I want to hear more of your story. Right. But I gotta go. Yeah.
I mean, you got to respect him, right? Because it's like the shit that lit the fire underneath him was the daughter Christmas thing.
Nothing fires people more than pain.
Oh my God.
And then you pain of your child.
Oh no, it's a wrap, bro.
And I was like, hey,
man, about to kill it in the cybersecurity. Shout out to that guy.
Hey, shout out to the guy. His name is Brandon. His name is Brandon. Yeah.
Brandon, make big moves.
Yeah. So hopefully he hits me up.
Do it for the kids.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. So we went on a whole tangent. So yeah. So how long you and the lady been together?
We've been together 2 years.
Damn. My long relationship's probably been 6 months as a whole. Yeah. And I think it's mostly because of proximity. It's mostly because, I think your vibe attracts your tribe, and I haven't been in a very settled energy place. So I find people in that same, like, in between figuring it out type of situation, and, we make it run for what it is, but you never put that stake in the ground like, I'm gonna be here for a while, because I'm still growing. Yeah. So it's like, as I keep growing, I'm gonna meet people along the way that's growing as far as I can help them grow, and then you go off and do whatever you gotta do. But I can't hitch my wagon to that, not yet.
Yeah, man. I'm in it in the long game. So right now I'm like, I mean, granted, it's 2 years. You know,
you live together?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Actually, it's long distance.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Where she live at?
Denver.
Oh my God. So, please enlighten me. Carry on. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, man. So I was living out there. Shorty's a beautiful person. Shout out to her. If not, she's gonna kill me. No. Yeah, we started dating. Complete, like out of nowhere. Like ran into her and I was just like, yo, hit her up. I slid into DMs before DMs were the DMs. They were on Facebook though. This might have been where like Instagram was like, all right, not cool, but like
before they bought Instagram.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. And so we got stalking and then we just kind of hit it off from there. And then it was like a weird like 3-month period, where it was kind of like I was seeing other people, but I wasn't like intimate with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? But like me and her, it was just kind of like we vibed just like off jump. And
she gave you some level of peace.
Yeah. And so like after a while, I was just like, you know what? Because I mean, they have questions, right? You can't go out with a woman for so long before it's just like, so hey, like
yeah. What are we doing?
Yeah, we like hang out all the time.
Yeah,
we go eat bomb ass food.
Yeah,
we like have fun.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do what we do.
You love spending time together.
Yeah. So
even
like,
when you're doing shit, you feel like you comfortable.
Right. And like for the longest, I was just like chill, like we're vibing. Like why overcomplicate certain things? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I put a label on this.
Exactly.
You're doing good.
Exactly.
That's such a guy thing.
And it is a guy thing.
It
and
is.
For the longest, I actually believed in that because it's just like I was like, if something is going well, right? Like, who is to say? Like, what are the labels? As long as that understanding that is there, you know what I'm saying? It's just like conforming to a certain extent. Like, you are my boyfriend, I am your girlfriend. Like, it's like
expectations, bro.
That vibe is a lot realer than those words.
Yeah.
Fight me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand
like, fight me.
But see, she has to justify that shit. It's for her, it's not for us.
Yeah, and then like over time, I was just like, you know what? Like, fuck it.
Yeah,
if you want titles, let's do it. I'm your boyfriend.
Title. It's also a Jay-Z owned business, such as Duce, Rock Nation.
I see what you did there.
Be there soon.
I see what you did there. Bars. But yeah, man.
Triple
like
entendre, don't ask me how.
Right. Yeah, man. We just started kind of hanging out, and then she told me that, and I was like, yeah. You're my girl.
Isn't it weird? Like when you used to being like single, at least in your mind single, like say girlfriend, like you can behave in all like the typical expected boyfriend behavior, but like to say like, oh, I have a girlfriend. Shit. Had to say this now?
Yeah. I mean, it's like one of those things where it just like it comes naturally, But at first, it was like definitely taking some used to.
Yeah,
it was just like anytime because I go out with my boys and whatnot, and it'd be like, when you semi-attracted, like women will come up.
They smell it too.
Yeah.
Oh, you happy and you just living your best life.
The devil is a lie.
They don't. Man, when you was single and the energy is different.
It's because
when you have someone you care about and you good and it's vibing,
it's so weird.
It's like they like. When this motherfucker happy with somebody.
Right. Oh, and they come in flocks. It's the worst.
They will go right past your boys that's single and available and go right. Yeah. So, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing fine before you got here.
Yeah.
Now I don't want to be an asshole.
Right.
And you, no more bartender.
Right. I'm done.
Cause I'm strong.
Yeah.
But I am still human. It's
and the problem, and like if we had my girlfriend and we had a third mic right here, she'd come out and say it. Like one of the things that pisses her off the most about me is like I'm a pretty like likable person.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like my whole thing is like I like talking to people and getting to know people. You know what I'm saying? With legitimately zero to like no intent of like doing anything.
As good human beings do.
Yeah. It's like I love interactions. Like that's just my personality.
Right.
ENFP for those who know the personality traits,
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and she hates it because sometimes it's not always males. You know what I mean?
It's probably 2/3 women.
Yeah, and it's
because most of these people, these guys these days, most of these especially these young guys, have no sense of, no personality. They was raised on fucking screens. They don't have any kind of people skills.
Right.
And so when, people such as ourselves are out and hanging with our friends, just being charismatic and being just ourselves,
right,
and giving that good energy and just live and enjoying the company we're with, they be like, oh, this, and then especially even more so when you don't hawk them down and like you have a level of confidence in this yourself.
Facts.
And you're not even chasing them or bothering them, and just having you having this regular human conversation. Like, hey girl, how you doing? Like, hey, so blah blah blah. I'd be like, oh, you speak so well like that. Like, used to having a conversation out of the workplace that's just reasonable. He's, oh, nice to meet you. Have a good night. I'm like, where you going? Not today, Satan.
Right. I'm going home.
I'm going home.
To my house.
Yeah,
that's where I'm headed.
That's where I'm heading. I mean,
I don't know why it's like that, but it's a real truth, and it happens. But with the whole man, look, listen. I mean, like, no relationship's perfect. You have your ups and your downs, and it's like and I use this term loosely. You know what I'm saying? But it's like finding that balance. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm willing to deal, and it's not the way I'm describing my relationship by any chance, but it's like in hindsight, it's like how much of the shit are you willing to put up with this person before it seems like it's a real problem?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How much runway?
Exactly. And then on the flip side is that it's like, how much does this person care for me? Right?
Yeah.
Versus how much I care for them. I mean, you take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so that was one of the problems she had. And, I had to dial it down a little bit because it's like, this is a person I care about.
You have to be more mindful and make sure you show her that your thoughts,
right,
and your feelings matter to me. So
exactly. So I'm gonna dial it down because it doesn't need to. Like, if it affects your happiness and I'm with you, then it's an issue. But not for me, for the both of us, right?
Yeah.
And so that was a little thing, but yeah, man. I moved out here March 2016.
Okay.
All right. Lived in Denver for 10 years, like adulthood. You know what I mean? Grew up here, left when I was like 16, but spent all that time out there. So, like, after we met, we started kicking it. Relationship now. Life's great.
Who's her favorite R&B artist?
Who is hers?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's easy, bro. She's Ace Boogie with the hoodie.
That's not R&B artist.
I mean, that's who she listens to, and that's who she likes when it comes to that. R&B, maybe Usher. These are hard questions. I don't know.
What is your R&B artist?
My favorite R&B? Man, it changes, bro. It changes.
Okay, top 3.
Top 3. Okay. Wasn't ready for these ones.
I wasn't either. I just
Marcus Boston is coming with the heat tonight. All right, bet.
Sponsored by Duce.
Yeah, Duce got us feeling right. Top 3 R&B artists. Number 1. Oh man. Let's start with you, bro. Let's start with you. I need some time because I don't want to outdo anybody and then come back on the record and be like, actually, like 5 minutes down the road, come back and be like, actually, yo, like, you had the best video of the year, but Beyonce, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to Kanye Taylor Swift some shit.
I mean, at this point, it's recently been redone due to certain. Well, we all knew he motherfucker was nasty.
Nasty.
We know who's Mr. Nasty, so that's he's canceled. So that's throws that out there.
Right.
I mean, I've always been a big fan of Quincy Jones as a producer. So like, I would probably go Prince. This is in no order in particular. So Prince. I can roll through Usher. And I want to say Miguel.
Nice.
And that's just a little bit of more new and like new and old. But like, I guess getting of age, I discovered Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
From 1974. The album is fire.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Marvin Gaye. Shit. I mean, I got a Black Love playlist.
Yeah.
And there's ain't nothing but Stevie, ain't nothing but Lenny Williams. Girl, Stevie's
not R&B though.
Lenny Williams, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Lenny.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I mean,
Can Stevie be R&B? No.
Stevie Wonder. What's that R&B soul?
Yeah, that category. That's like, yeah, you do it all.
That's the one I had a real band in the studio. We gonna crank this out till we all tired.
Exactly.
Man, that shit hit different, man. It's something when even if you listen digitally, like, you know what I'm saying, when you stream it, that shit that shit feels different.
Right.
That 70s, 80s R&B, that Luther, that shit, you know, I mean, that give me a, you know, at Quincy, that Babyface. That shit's different, bruh.
Yeah.
The energy's different.
You see, but I feel like when it came to R&B, I had a older cousin, right? Before they moved, they would get these CDs, man. She would get these CDs. She was in high school and she moved out here. So we listened to like Mario.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, we grew up in that 90s R&B, you know what I'm saying, with like
Jodeci,
Boys to Men, like
Guy,
oh man,
Blackstreet,
Mariah Carey. Can you say Mariah?
You can go Mariah Carey.
You can say Mariah, right?
Oh, you can go Mariah Carey.
Yeah, man, like SWV,
Total.
Yeah, like, you know, like it's
Jodeci
crazy.
goes so goddamn hard, man. Been lie since you've been gone. What about this right here? Okay, well, clearly we're having technical difficulties because I wasn't prepared for this. I went on a tangent.
Yeah, this I think we found the name of this episode. It's literally the tangent episode. Like, the points we need to make are minutes in between the tangent. So this is officially the tangent episode. Yo.
D'Angelo Voodoo album.
Man, those are kings of R&B right there.
I know me, preferably.
Right.
I like that when it's game time and it's about to go down. Mm-hmm. I like to have music.
Really?
I like to have music. That I prefer it. Like, usually I know I like to be prepared. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I have the playlist ready. Have a spare speaker in the trunk because we're going to your house. That's fine. I'm gonna bring this in with us because we're gonna have we're gonna chuckle and chuckle all the way through this shit. But I need my playlist because it should be weird as fuck, just quiet. What's going on? No. Maybe I'm just weird.
No, that's not weird. I feel like at all times, any given time, you should have a fire playlist just ready off bat for any situation. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll never know when that aux cord falls in your hand, right? Or you gotta pair up to the Apple TV, or you just have to be ready. You have to just come with that heat, or shorty and you and your shorty just vibing all of a sudden, and then like it's like, hold on, let me just throw something on real fast. You know, sometimes music sets the mood, and a lot of time it just gets drowned out by great conversation. But in the wet. Look, see, you just gotta have it in the background, bro. It just makes shit popping, no matter what the genre is. Period.
Bruh. It's something about, you date over 30.
That
has an effect. Especially if you get to that 40, you have a good hold on the 80s R&B, and you hit him with something like you hit him one of these
oh man, let the piano come in.
I can't stay away from you too long.
Give him Anthony Hamilton.
Listen. Everybody has Anthony Hamilton on the playlist. Everybody, and if you don't, Apple Music is guide the way. And for Samsung users, use that old other bullshit. I don't know what they use. I don't know.
You know, another tangent. Let's get back on track.
All right, let's get back.
Okay.
I believe I was saying. I don't know, what was he talking about.
We was talking about.
Oh, you were asking about the whole long distance.
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So we're back. It's not easy.
Hell nah.
It's not easy. And when I left, because at the time my mom was ill, and so I'm gonna just keep it short. I had to move back because it's like my dad was working. She had just come from the hospital.
Yeah.
And so like,
are you the oldest?
I'm the eldest son.
Oh yeah.
So we have this whole like Lion King, ideology where eldest son, all that beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Habashas, by the way.
Absolutely. Wakanda forever. That's
yeah,
it. Put it in there.
okay, yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
But not like the eldest son mentality is just like, in any event, like I have to be there for my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's moms. You know what I'm saying? So, my lease had just ended, and it was at a time where I was like, you know what, I gotta come back.
Yeah,
I gotta come back for mom's even.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't even supposed to be like a long term thing. It was supposed to be a few months, and then I was gonna head back and then do everything. But before I left, Shorty came over, and I was like, hey, I don't know what this means. When it comes to like recovery time, it could be 2 months, 3 months, who knows? And she had a disc moved from her spine, like they had to remove it because it was like malfunctioning or something. Whatever. There's a real like smart medical term.
Yeah,
for
something
it,
that's unnecessary. Just say
I don't remember what it is.
We won't fault you.
But
for
some
it.
a vertebrae had to be removed.
Damn.
And so came back for that, and then ran into like properties. But before I left, I broke it down to her, and I was like, "Hey, I don't know how long this is gonna be." It sucked because I spent so much time with this person. I was just
you made an investment. It's like cash in the stock right before it matures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But to add to that, right? Shorty was like actually growing on me, like we were growing together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's hard to find, and it grow the same direction.
Yeah, and like she was like slowly becoming integrated to like my daily routine, like my daily life. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's something you should always look for.
Absolutely.
Right? She's not an inconvenience. It's just like, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? And so she comes to me, and so I come with this game plan. Like I told her, hey, you need to come over. I got to talk to you. She comes over to the crib. And I'm like, yo, I gotta just be like, yo, I'm out. So like, we kind of have to call this quits. You know, I don't know how long this is gonna be. And like most girls are not about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy. And
she's like, you know what? I'm gonna hold you down. We can figure it out. We can get through it,
bro. It was like, hey, I don't care where you are.
Get it with the
drop that. I was like, what?
Hit it.
Oh man. Bro.
If you don't know what this song is, it'll make you feel the type of way. You ain't met the right person yet. Because if you don't know what this means when it comes on, you ain't been there yet. You got some way to go. Yeah, it be like that sometimes, man.
It does.
It be like that sometimes.
Stone Cold was like, yo, you're not going nowhere type shit.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like,
just listen.
Facts. I was like, I'm hearing you, boo. Hey, I love 90s R&B. They always came in with that nigga that came on the, hey baby, what's up? I seen you the other day at the mall.
Deep voice guy.
And I see, yeah, bro.
He was like M'Baka from Wakanda.
Yeah, exactly. And what's funny is that's just like a front because the dude's off mic, probably sound like real mellow. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Real soft voice. You get that microphone.
Yeah. Hey girl, I seen you.
How you doing? Good morning.
Right. Like chill, dog. Chill.
Well, I'm glad you guys. She. How long was y'all together before that decision? Hit the bridge.
about a year and a half.
Okay.
At that point, yeah. So, yeah, 2-year mark for the 2-year mark, we actually went to the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Had a good time.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah. Sandals?
No. We did a cruise.
Oh, that's dope. I don't want to do a cruise.
We flew out, did the Miami thing, up to Miami, got on the boat, did the Bahamas thing, came back from the Bahamas, stayed in Miami, then I went to Denver for a little bit, and then made it back. Yeah, no, it was great, bro. Had a good time. And it's like, this is what it is. Like, if you care about somebody enough, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just have, like, by mental, it's just like, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, right? And like, I try to remove myself as an obstacle to like move forward, you know. And it's like, nothing's gonna stop me, you know. Yeah. Of course, when I say nothing, I'm not gonna like do anything criminal or anything like that. So please, viewers, don't take this out of context. It's just like, I'm gonna go after it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so it's hard, bro. It's definitely hard, but it's also, you appreciate the person more. Yes. Because it's like, at the end, like, she goes off, right? She's in school, so like, she's doing her school thing. I'm over here working and whatnot. And so like, every 3 months or so, right? I'll go out there, or she'll come out here, you know, and that 1 week or week and a half that we're together, it's just like, the first day is like, the first 2 minutes are a little tense because you haven't seen this person, but then after that, it's just like, you slide right back in like it's no problem, you know? There it is. You guys got somebody take the aux from this guy. He's just got just queuing it up like, just the Marcus Boston lady.
This is the Cognac Corner playlist. This is curated especially
for this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, bet.
Absolutely.
The Tangent episode.
The Tangent episode.
Hashtag
sponsored by Duce.
At Cognac Corner.
At Cognac Corner.
At Never Ordinary.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. So what's the complication right now? What's the rocky waters we're in?
Most of the, like, 95% of our issues, right, are not real issues. You know, they stem from the same reason why, you know, they stem from the same reason. It's like, when you get to a point where you miss somebody so much, sometimes there's not a specific way to communicate it. Yeah. Right? And it'd be something like minute that, if you guys were in front of each other, wouldn't never exist. Would never. Yeah. You know,
proximity,
be an issue. You know?
Proximity. I agree with you 1,000% because, you know, the exes I have, we didn't break up because, you know, I did something fucked up or I was an asshole. But like, the proximity was what ruined it. Because I live in West County. I live in Arnold. You know, and me being
Marcus has got it easy. That's like a 25.
I know, right? How dare I? I know. Wow. Like I thought about the story. I'm like, I wish you would have said this Denver and St. Louis,
West County, dog. This man just Ubered somebody for like 3.5 hours. He said proximity, West County. Do you have like an air horn on that computer? Like, drop the air horn. Like, broo, 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 broo. West Coast.
Oh shit! Needed.
There we go. We needed.
Let me take it.
There. Oh, that might work.
Like
that's what 40 sounds like on the way to West Coast or West County. There we go.
Now, no, clearly I should have went first because I didn't know you hit me with the long distance. Yeah. Now I sound like an asshole because I said West County, we got to break up. We can't be together. That's too far for me to drive.
Wow. Well, I mean, did you just meet her, or like how long have y'all been rocking?
I mean, okay, this is a fucked up story.
I'm in control of the conversation now, ladies and gentlemen. You see how that works? Your first and only time this will happen on Cognac Corner. I've officially taken the show from Marcus. All right, so Marcus, tell us about this West County mission of yours.
So this was the last time I believed in like, let's be friends type shit, and then I'm gonna prove to you how much I deserve to be a boyfriend. Okay, this is the last time I did that. So I was chasing her, which
Okay.
I really wanted to be with her, and I thought she was dope, and yada yada yada. This is 2015 or such. So
Okay.
I thought she was dope. Like you ever had like probably being a young man or being immature or just whatever. You make like you write down what the girl you want to be with or you think you want to be with looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm a
In your
weirdo.
head?
Yeah, no, I wrote it down. Like I wrote it.
You
I put
wrote
time.
it down.
I wrote it. You ever seen the movie Weird Science?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
It's a trash 80s movie, but like
Okay.
I wanted short hair. I wanted this, and like that first.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, you thought it first before you wrote it down.
Right,
So it's
right.
in your head.
Like I like dirty bunnies, and that's
Okay.
like the white girls that.
Dirty bunnies. That's the first I've heard this.
So
okay.
dirty bunnies like white girls that clearly date black guys. They have like are they black guy Bob or you just look at them and say, oh, I know you got mixed kids. Like we know what they look like when we see it.
Okay.
So it was a point when I was really heavy into that type of white girl.
Okay.
Early mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
Met her. She lived in Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first 6 months, but she was older than me. That's when I had dreads and I had my T-Pain shit going. I had the drip. I wearing Oakley glasses,
oversized clothes.
Yeah, I was out here in J's and then Rockaware, Sean John.
Oh yeah, the Fat Farm. Can't forget the Fat Farms.
Well, Timberland boots the second time around.
Yeah,
I was out there. I was
icy.
I had Fubu, Platinum Fubu.
Jeez.
Echo, all that shit. Super drip.
Yeah.
I my shit braided. If I had dreads now, it'd be the same length as Wayne's dreads. I cut mine at 23.
Oh man.
She lived in Arnold. That's the wrong girlfriend. So back to West County. So me and her. So I'm chasing this other girl being best friend. I'm spending time waking up. She working night shift. I'm waking up talking on the phone.
Right.
Being a whole fuck boy.
Okay.
Whole weirdo.
That
was some bullshit.
Different like definition for a fuck boy, but we follow. Fuck boy would be like when women describe fuck boys, right? Fuck boys are the dudes that they really want but ain't shit, right? And it's like you got that guy that's just like in and around, and it's just like constantly like trying to show her like, yo, this is what a dude is supposed to look like.
You're
so
right.
you weren't a fuck boy.
I was a sucker.
You were a decent sucker.
I was a sucker. So I want her, but like I won't put my foot down and say, look. And it was moments where I had to open, and I went nice guy when I should have been a savage. I won't be a savage. I'm a nice guy. That kind of shit. Like I had her at her house on her couch. It was like, I gotta go. This is the moment. She was like, yeah, I'm fucked up. I ain't doing shit. I was like, this is when I either sink or swim. I'm gonna prove to her I'm a good guy. I'm gonna do the right thing. Yep. No, motherfucker. You supposed to cash in your chips and let the rest fall where it may. Anyway, but I was still on. This was POF was fire. This is early POF when it was before it was creepy.
Right.
Met a chick, lived in West County. She wasn't very outgoing as I am, but like I found value in that.
Right.
Because I know you ain't. I know it was like I know you ain't out in these streets.
Right.
You sort of older. You trying to get out here. Blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna cash in. We hanging out, meeting at hotel rooms and shit.
Right.
We'll split the motherfucking either I'll buy it or we'll split it. And
the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Big Red Roof Inn, motel, all of them, just being savages. I'm having a good time.
Right.
I'm drunk and nasty. You drunk and nasty. You go home with your kid. I go back to my life.
Right.
And then what happens next is, I confess myself, my attention and my feelings at the other young lady, the best friend.
Right.
And she rejects me. Like she didn't take me serious.
Rejects you and like this like you're not being real. This is just like a joke or like
like this is not real. This is a joke. I'm like I know we all at your house. Like she what she had like tangible things, but she had like the friends I had. Like you have the house, but I have the people to bring to your house.
Right.
And I'm gonna upgrade you in the process because I'm trying to get into where I want to be at. Like, okay, I'm in school. She got a house. I can move in there. I'm planning our life out.
Right.
But I haven't put my foot down to like she was a professional side chick. Like she just couldn't figure out how to be a starting player. But she wouldn't let me start in her game. She wanted to chase fucking SWAT cops and all that kind of shit. I'm like, why? And I'm hearing these stories like, why? You know, this nigga married, he a murderer. He's the murderer because he the police.
Right.
And this is the motherfucker that all this shit.
Right.
When I should have been like, cool, let me move my life forward. Anyway,
right.
Move forward. She rejects me. So as a hurt person, I run to the chick that wants to be with me. And I'm like, I want to be with you. Like, I'm talking about it happened at night.
Yeah.
My ass drove to old girl house that morning, like just went super like, I'm upset.
That's I'm like upset. Some no time wasted.
Same night. I was still drunk from the night there.
The night before. Yeah. Savage. That's real savage shit right there, man. He said I was still drunk before.
And the only reason I was crazy. She just took me in her arms and embraced me and like, it's okay. Like, it's you want a woman to do.
Right.
Me knowing I'm only here because the one I wanted to be with told me, laughed in my fucking face.
Right.
And I was just hurt. So I ran to the
I have to ask, so do you regret that? Regret's a strong word. Do you feel like you didn't do Shorty right? Not the girl you wanted to be with, right? But the girl that you end up like run into.
I was totally in the wrong because I knew because the reason I was there was because I wanted to be there.
I feel like
the strength. I was there because I was hurt by the other one.
Marcus, can I get deep real fast?
Please do.
I feel like as humans, we all chase things that we can't have, right? And then if you throw words around like, "Oh, be content with what you have," it's like, "Oh, you're selling yourself short." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, right? Like happiness has to come from within.
Correct.
First.
Correct.
You know, and so like, with that being said, content necessarily can have a different meaning to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you're content with somebody that you're rocking with, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, that's it. That's it, bro. Like, what's the point? You know? And like, women love to do this thing where it's just like the good guys always do finish last. You know, and they always say, no, that's not true.
They do.
You know, and I'm on like Instagram Live, so they might be mad, but it's okay. Like I'm willing to say that. Like sometimes the good guys do finish last.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, women do this thing where, you know, they overlook the guy that's been in their lives. You know what I'm saying?
They want the man they can fix.
Sometimes, not all women, but in most cases. No, but let's not go off on a tangent. In your situation, West County, right?
Yeah,
played you a little bit, right? And you were nothing but a genuine person, right?
No, West County was good.
West County was good.
It was Barnes that played me because she was the nurse. And I mean, so me and West County, boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm in this relationship now.
Facts.
But the upside was she's a homebody. So like when I'm done being in fucking social director for my friends and everything else,
right,
I would go to her house for the weekend and like just be a relationship. You know, I'm chilling on the couch, we cuddling on that like at homebody shit. But then I would be leaving on motherfucking Monday back to living the life of a social director, being best friend of a little girl.
Right.
This runs for 6 months. I can't remember the first time why we broke up for some reason. I can't remember. But even like in that time, like me and the best friend still hanging out, volleyball, caking late at night, doing social shit. But like the thing was, like the girlfriend never be at any of my social events. So I'm like, I got a girlfriend, but best friend playing extra cute, doing extra cute shit. Like, everybody knows what the situation is. So everybody, we all drunk in my ear talking shit.
Right.
This moment's gonna happen.
Right.
Because I made her better than what she started.
Right.
I got keys to your house, and like when I stay at her house, I'm sleeping on fucking. She had like 2 bedrooms in the house. That's what bed I'm sleeping in when I'm staying at this motherfucking house.
Right.
Right here.
Locked.
Yep. Close the door. Even I'm gonna sleep in this bed. I don't give a fuck. House parties. Well, yeah. Have a good night.
I'm in there.
Me and Barnes is going to sleep in the bedroom when I'm sleeping here.
Right. It's a wrap.
We staying there, Marcus. We think I'm sleeping in. I'm sleeping in that bedroom with her.
I'm in that room.
Good.
Duh.
It might happen, might not, but I'm sleeping. I know what bed I'm sleeping in.
Straight up.
When the party happens. So anyway, you know, we break up. In that time, me and Barnes had our moment. Hanging out, drunk as fuck. Man, I'm take you home, make sure you good. She jumps on it. She just take the wheel.
Right.
And it happened. Now, she don't know that. Wisconsin has no idea that happened.
Oh, man.
Because why would she assume that?
Oh, man.
She has no reason to.
Not again. Again.
But I didn't tell her about that until, like, we got back together. Like, you know, like, I think we broke up. School starting to start back. Cuff season was on the horizon.
Right.
She hit me up.
Yep.
Fell back into it.
That's right.
And then, like, that following summer.
Right.
The following going towards school, she finna take classes, yada, yada, yada. We sort of break up. And, like, we just have it out. I'm like, yeah, I did. Like, she never liked her in the first place because she knew.
Right.
She didn't know what it was, but she knew was some shit going on.
Women are not stupid.
Like, no.
Women are not stupid, bro. The nigga that said women are stupid has completely lost his mind.
Good goddamn mind.
These women, yeah.
So, you know, we have it out, and I tell her what happens. She handles it. But we broke up because I was finishing school. She was getting into being a surgical nurse, and just my life wasn't consistent enough to make it work. It went from me wanting to see you finding a way to make it work to just being like that was a job, and it's not. I can't hide my emotions, my feelings.
Right.
So if I'm not feeling it, I'm gonna be. It's clear as fucking day. You know, if I'm good, if I'm in a good place, I'm vibing with myself right, then it come off that way.
Right.
And it was like, you know, we ended it, but like both times I cried like a bitch. I'm talking about I cried tears, bro.
Yikes.
I'm talking about tears in the car.
And you broke it off?
I mean, I think it was
a mutual thing.
It was a mutual thing.
Yeah.
Like we agreed to it, but like I'm talking about balled out. I'm talking about I mean, when I broke up with her the first time, this is fuck shit. Okay. I broke up with her the first time. I went to get. Ooh, I'm dropped that name. I went to Barnes. I went to.
I'm gonna have some FX buttons on this side. Go ahead, continue. It's all good. I'm about to get a whole soundboard.
I should get you the soundboard for today because clearly I'm not doing well. I should hit with the.
Yeah.
I need to hit with the.
Yeah. No names.
So the first time we broke up, I went to Barnes' mom's house. Crying. I'm talking about emotional crying, tears, snot bubbles. I went to her mom's house around Christmas time in that mode. So get there, mom's there, little sister's there. They having white people Christmas shit.
White people Christmas shit.
The other best friend there that knows all of us. I'm there. It's just a mess. We broke up. Blah blah blah. I'm talking about horrible.
Yeah. Got
over it. Cool. Second time, broke up. I'm a whole fucking shit show. Go to my boy house with wine because I hurt. Like when I hurt, I hurt. I let it go.
Yeah,
I let it go. Like when I got laid off at the last job last year, like I made a connection with the girls in the office. Like when it was over, I drove back in the city fucking in tears. Like because these are some dope women and we meet good energy.
Right.
You know, even though it didn't last as long as I wanted to.
I
let the shit go. I don't hold back tears, bro. Right. Let the shit fly.
Yeah, no, listen, man. I'm a firm believer in like be yourself always. You know what I'm saying? And it's like having emotion in anything, right, is important. You know what I'm saying? So like if you care about somebody, don't let your pride get in the way. You know what I'm saying? Always go for it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's women, whether it's anything. You know what I'm saying? And specifically when it comes to women, like I feel like sometimes as black men, we like have this like prerogative, like we can't show how we really feel, you know, because if we show how we really feel, that makes us a bitch, or you know, like we can't really express ourselves, and I feel like that's complete bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like be yourself, bro. Like and some niggas cry, some niggas don't. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like the way I see it is, it's like just be true to yourself and don't ever let your pride stand in your way. Like if you love somebody, tell them you love them.
Yeah,
you know,
give them their flowers while they're here.
Fuck it, because like there's only like two ways that situation is gonna go. So either way, you're just stay ready. Like it's like you're gonna be standing there looking stupid, or it's like fuck it, why not? You know?
Yeah.
And so
1,000%. Like that was, you know, like So that was my two. Yeah, I think it was her. It was a very.
So are you still on talking terms with this person, or
no? Like you know, like my girl's BBW, like Drake said. You know, like my girl's some curves.
I like my girls BBW.
I like. You know, if I buy an SUV, I want my SUV. I don't want a Corvette
Right.
for a reason. And she had, you know, for her health and her peace, she lost a lot of weight. So for me, we chat and we hang out, but like, you know, I have a hard time going back.
Yeah.
Because I found that people have a hard time letting go of who they knew to learn who they are, to be with the person they're now with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the same person I was then, but if you're expecting to get the same
energy,
it's not going to be that.
Nah.
I'm looking forward. I don't look back. My rear view is smaller than my, you know, my front view.
Right.
So,
right.
It just makes it hard for her because, like, even though she, you know, she had someone after me, it wasn't me. And like I try to help give my best advice for her to make that work. But like you can't raise a grown man.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? And he was of age where he couldn't. The communication was outdated to where it wasn't successful. And then she had our experience what we had for a year, I guess, you know, give or take.
Right.
To where we vibed and I communicated well. Like she couldn't find that again. So like she started so high on how the relationship worked out. Mm-hmm. You kind of find it again. You're not gonna find another me. You know, I'm built different. I get it. You know, so I see the threads of the tapestry.
Right.
As to where, you know, a lot of guys don't. They think it's just we all, you know, every piece of the cloth is separate. No, we're all connected.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't go back and you can't find another me. So what you gonna do? Now you got this new body. You went from a big girl to, you know, regular size.
Okay.
And I said it with air quotes. You not used to this attention. Now you went from
got big headed.
Yeah, you know how to. You're not used to attention.
Right.
So you don't know how to navigate these shark infested waters because you never had this type of training in your youth because you was not chosen.
It's all new to you.
It's all new. You grown with a 12-year-old. You went from 2-something to 135. As a woman that is not socially, you know, current. You know, you a natural homebody, you low key. Mm-hmm. Now you out here getting hit on by nurses, doctors, everything in between. Mm-hmm. You ain't ready for that. This light shine bright.
So let me ask you something, Marcus. If this girl would have come back,
nah.
I can respect that.
Nah,
I can respect that.
Nah,
I can definitely respect that.
Because there's no value. I mean, this may be a short list of girls I would maybe try again with, but I doubt it though, because I like looking forward, and I doubt they changed or grown in a way. They're still going to remember the old me or the me that was with them, and I don't know him no more. So
that's not the same person.
Yeah, I don't know who he is, but like, yeah. So like, I don't know how to. You at some point that's gonna come to a head,
right?
So it's like I like the feeling of when someone meets a new person, they know the person who I am now.
Right.
Based on those experiences from the past. You know Absolutely. What I'm saying? So I'm going to say, so you have any lost loves? Like, No?
See, I've always been a firm believer in, like, believe in, like, what, like, if you're going to do something, bro, going back to the start, like, do it all the way. Mm-hmm. You know, regardless of what it is, you know? And so, like, in my love life, I've always, like, maybe even certain extents like took it a little too far. Mm-hmm. And when I say too far, meaning like even though all the signs pointed no, you know what I'm saying? Just to be sure. Mm-hmm. And then there's that just to be sure, and then there's the just to be sure. You know what I mean? I was falling in that just to be sure for the longest, you know mm-hmm. what I'm saying? Until like I really like started like, because it's all like you gain knowledge over time of like who you are and who you want to be and who you want to be with, and like what are your 5-year goals, your 10-year goals, you know, the life you want to build for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And everybody reaches that at a different time, you know, mm-hmm. and just because you haven't reached it yet, that doesn't necessarily mean you're like behind or anything, because everybody's life is moving at a different speed.
Correct.
Right? Nobody's 2 lives are the same.
Correct.
So when it comes to old loves, like I gave it 100 every time. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
I left nothing on the table.
I did. Yeah. One. I didn't take nothing with me. You know mm-hmm. what I'm saying? And that's not healthy, because at the end of the day, you always got to leave something for yourself, because mental health is important, right? your happiness is important,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then your existence is important, you know. And that was posted on my Instagram today, and it's like I live and I breathe by that. You know what I mean? Because if you give too much away and leave none for yourself, bro, like you fall into a very dark place.
Correct.
You know, and that dark place, not everyone can crawl out of.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so it's very important in like whatever you do, regardless of the relationship, like to definitely leave a little bit of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's like failed relationship time and time again will teach you over time. I mean, but it's like kind of like an experience. And again, using that word like super loosely, but you know, you learn a lot. You learn a lot. And so like past love, like ex loves, whatever. Nah, bro. Like I can't really sit here and say that I miss any of them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's all love. Like, don't get it wrong. Like,
right.
I wish them the best. Like, I have no ill will. It's just like we tried when we tried. You know, I know I gave 100 because it's like thinking back on it. It's like the aftermath. You know, gets more intense.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just like been there and I've done that.
Left it all
now
on
I'm
the field.
here, and then it sucked that we had to like part ways, but at the end of the day, I learned so much about myself.
Yes,
I appreciate you for that.
Yes.
So it's never no hard feelings, bro.
It's like I said, I'm not happy that it's over. I'm not mad that it's over. I'm happy that it happened.
Exactly.
Because it made you a better person.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I think, damn, I had a point and I lost it.
I just did the do say. Shout out Sean Carter.
Shout out Jay,
aka Jay-Z.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Album. That's a good album. Do I have this album in here? Yeah, do say. You know what? I told myself. I think I need to give me a bottle of X. Do say XO.
XO.
Yeah, that's the next thing to do. That's the next big thing. Damn, what was the point I had? I had a good ass point. I fucking forgot it. Well, guys,
I guess this is a point where I can give Marcus his show back.
No, no. Hey, this is. I've chosen that. You know, when I do get stable and consistent, you know,
I just hijacked your show.
Person, that's fine. This show's not about me anyway. It's not about me.
It's like it's not about me.
It's not about me at all.
Everybody continue to listen to Cognac Corner. This is his show. I just hijacked this episode. That's all. And we're coming in with the smooth jazz. I love it. Ask away.
This is that Tony, man.
Yeah.
There's a different vibe in a grown woman's body when Tony.
Yeah.
Is hit.
I dig it.
I want to get married just because I can play this song on our anniversary.
You want to get married?
I'm not against it.
Okay.
Only if it's right. Like, you know, my mom got married the second time. Yeah, maybe mom didn't. It was a long years between, but like she would never force it. You know what I'm saying? So like, if it doesn't fit, I'm not against marriage because I'm not. If I'm able to say we're girlfriend and boyfriend and do that shit,
yeah, and
it gets to the point like, I mean, business. I mean, if we in a good space, why not get married?
Absolutely.
You know, but I would have marriage is not a remedy for any problems. Like I always baffle how people getting. No, that somehow you get boyfriend and girlfriend, then somehow the marriage expectations change. Like I don't want it should be the same thing. I was reading some girl on my Facebook was like,
earlier you were calling me crazy about the label thing, and now you're talking about marriage, and it's like, oh no, it's different.
No, I mean I think I'm not. I get it. I get why they need labels. I understand it. It's more for them than it is for us. Us is like
it's understanding. That's what it is. I mean, it's not about it's understanding, right? Because everybody loves peace of mind.
Yeah, right.
And and if you care about somebody, they deserve that peace of mind.
Correct.
So, yeah, absolutely.
Expectations. You know,
I was just trying to give you shit because you gave me shit earlier about that, and I was just like, well, technically, I was a believer in the yeah, exactly. So,
well, you're right. You're right. I agree. You're right. And damn, now I falls my point, Mo. Shit.
I asked you if you believed in marriage.
Oh yeah, I do. I think it's
Or
dope.
you were talking about marriage, and I was like, marriage.
Yeah, there it is. And so, like, I don't see why if I can be a boyfriend. The only thing changes between boyfriend and girlfriend is some paperwork and a tax credit. Like,
so do you believe in transition? So the boyfriend and girlfriend stage is important, but
Right.
then when you like take it to the marriage stage, then
I don't think what changes. Like, we're still the same couple we were before the ring and the ceremony. Like,
I can understand that.
It doesn't solve a problem. So if the problem is as boyfriend and girlfriend,
oh no, if there's a problem, marriage isn't gonna solve it.
It's gonna make it worse. If anything, now you're gonna get messy and you get extra emotional. Like,
if you're having issues, you shouldn't get married.
Absolutely not.
No,
just don't stay together. Like, if the person's not elevating you, like, people grow apart. If you're not growing in the same direction, if I have goals, if I you'd be like, it's just certain, like, words mean something. Words have value. And, like, if it's not, why are you here? If you're not vibing, like, if you're not happy, I love my peace of mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to let no one take my peace of mind away.
Happiness is important.
And just to be miserable, I would never call my wife, girlfriend something crazy, a cunt. Like, that's, what are you doing? I'm like,
bro, first of all, I don't think people of our color, I'm sorry, ever, I mean,
it's they shit.
That's not something
shit.
Say.
Why people love the cunt word? I'm like, I don't know where they come from. I'm gonna Google it and see where the origin.
It's a little weird.
I don't. It's just why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's beyond my understanding. Okay, Mo. So let me see where we got on this list. Say you are 2 years in, going well. Growing. So who's moving? Who's moving where? Someone got to move soon.
She's gonna have to move.
Yeah, I agree. Because how much school she got left?
Just a year.
Oh, okay, you guys good. Yeah. What's she in school for?
Right now, she's changed her major twice. First it was like criminology, and then from there, she wants to now go to like cosmetology school or cosmetic school or whatever the fuck that's called. So right now she's just finishing, like, just to get her bachelor's in like science or something like that. So that's her whole speed.
Well, that's fair enough. Yeah. It's okay to change shit and grow. Like, I went to school for interior decorating.
Yeah.
And then that turned into a communication, marketing, PR degree. But, like, I just was like, I'm not finna sell shit I don't believe in. Like, if I'm gonna sell it or own it or showcase it, I have to believe in the product. I'm not gonna be selling tires for the sake of fucking tires. My soul ain't that goddamn empty yet.
Right.
But whatever.
Yeah.
So, question: Do you believe in? Is there only one love? I don't believe in that. That's the whole there's only one person for me. You like no. What if you was what if your soulmate was swallowed or thrown away in a condom? Then what? Like, that's a horrible. It's not logical. That's stupid. Yeah. It just doesn't make any sense.
That's a hard one, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know, man, because it's like every time I've been with somebody, I'm always in it to win it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's always like, okay, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna fall in love. you know what I'm saying? So I was going in with those intentions. But, like, thinking back on it now, I'm like, yo, maybe I didn't love her like I thought. Like, maybe I didn't know what the fuck love was. You know what I'm saying? That maybe that was just like strong infatuation.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, is there a one love for somebody? Maybe. And I feel like it goes back to that thing I was talking about. It's just like finding that one person you're like content with.
Yeah. I think no, because you grow. I think you have to have some bodies under your belt because you have to grow. Like, it's like being I don't want to say a snake, but a reptile that sort of sheds its skin because it's growing. Like, if I meet you at 24, I only know so much of myself because I've only had so much experience or opportunity. I might outgrow you at 24. So if I marry you at 22, not knowing who and what I am, and I hopefully change and evolve.
Right.
And maybe at 24, I realize maybe I shouldn't have got married to you because there's so much life to live. You know, so I'm always saddened with people who have permanent decisions, meaning childbirth or to be part of a family that you're not prepared for. It don't get to be your best self. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, legally, paperwork, social structure, 18, you grow, but you don't know shit. Like, there's so much life to live. Like, I'm always baffled if a high school sweetheart are still together at 40. I'm like,
that's some crazy shit.
When y'all hate each other, because, like, that makes no sense. Like, it's one thing, like, let's break up.
Or they did what they said they were going to. Like I said, they just was like, you're cool, I'm cool. You kind of suck sometimes, but you don't suck enough to be like, I don't want to fuck with you no more, but I love you.
That's true.
Let's stay. Drop the Marvin Gaye. Let's stay together, please. Like that. Can we get?
See with the Marvin Gaye.
Welcome to the Cognac Corner. That's your host, Marcus Black. My name is Mo, and I'm serving you that real. Drinks provided by Duce, Mr. Sean Carter. And we are here now in the Cognac Corner.
I'm so in love with you.
Oh my God.
Whatever you want to do.
Rest in peace, Marvin Gaye. Wait, is Marvin dead? He's dead.
Marvin's dead. Yeah.
Marvin's dead.
Marvin's dead. Al Green's still alive.
Al Green. That's what it is.
I want to spend my life with you. Man, that's the tough part. When you date, women under 30 or just women from other cultures. They don't get the value in those kind of moments when that Al Green, Marvin Gaye come on. It just don't hit the same.
Yeah.
I had a couple months where I went back to Wakanda and
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I went back, man.
My guy went back to Wakanda.
And I thought I was never gonna leave again. And
where in Wakanda did you go? Tell me.
The thick parts of Wakanda.
The thick parts of Wakanda.
Man. And I don't think I can go back, man. It's rough. It's tough, but I have hope. I'm still growing.
There's hope for everyone, and that's
the ultimate drug is hope.
Yeah,
religion is hope.
It's real.
It's religion is hope. Well, let me see where we at. Oh shit, we had an hour and 31 minutes into this podcast. Mo, you have any closing words, jewels you want to give to the audience?
Yeah, man. First and foremost, everybody live a happy life. Whatever that means to you is what it means to you. You know what I mean? Since we're on the mic, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Saw some real sorcery type shit today.
Oh,
hashtag custom hair units. Shout out to Drizzy Cuts. That's Drizzy _ Cuts. Actually, it's just Drizzy Cuts, one word. On Instagram. Get your hairline fixed, dog. My man got you. Closing remarks, man. We at the start of a new year, you know, and everybody loves to post goals, and everybody's like, "Oh, Mo, stop being on this like top shelf, like super medicinal, like high life person." But it's just what it is, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's just the person that I am, you know. Yeah. But like, we talk about our goals and how we want to achieve them, and we have these New Year's resolutions, and we want to do and achieve. And it's like, yeah, do all of that. And I want you to reach all the pinnacles that you plan to reach, and reach them in your time. Never be in rush or in any competition with any other human being on this planet. But at the same time, do not forget to give back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, always remember, like, none of this is possible without God. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really forget that. Yeah. Like, God is a strong power. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? for me, like I'm speaking from a point in my life, like not too long ago. You know, like I definitely reached a point in my life where I was very confused about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like the power of like spirituality and
Yep.
whatever God that is for you,
Right.
or
Whatever
if it's
label you
not
choose to
God,
go by,
whatever
yeah,
you
yeah.
believe in, you know what I'm saying? Like stay true to that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the people that love you, bro, that you love them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's very important.
Yes.
You know? And at the end of the day, do not be an obstacle for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, there's like anything that you put your mind to, you can always achieve. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? And that's in every aspect in life. Relationships, love, business, like school, like
Mm-hmm.
in any aspect, you know what I'm saying? Like don't like you are your biggest contender, you know? Get out of your way. Like do things that you want to do and like live your life, you know? Yeah, bro, those are legitimately like my closing arguments. Like I really,
goddamn, Mo, that
you
shit
know,
was fire, bruh.
yeah, dog. You know, I'm really on this new wave, bro. Like 2019 is a beautiful time.
Yes.
Like I want everybody to.
What a time to be
do
alive.
that. Just remember, like without God, you're not shit.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And with success, don't forget to give back.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because
be grateful, be blessed.
No, humility is a beautiful thing. And I feel like humility is like probably one of like the most beautiful trait. Like that's like a God-given trait. You know what I mean? And it's not like fake humility where you're on Instagram like trying to no, like give because that's how you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No cameras needed. If there's cameras there, oh well. But like give because it's like you have it, so like share it.
God doesn't scream, he whispers.
You know, whether it's knowledge, whether it's wealth, whether it's like whatever it is. You know what I mean? So like that's all I got, bro.
Take the lid off your cup.
What's
open that cup. Let it flow in your cup and get it out your. Don't hold yourself back. Put the lid in your cup.
Because you never know whose life will change, bro.
You never know.
You never know.
We all need each other. We all are one energy.
Exactly.
We all are one.
Exactly.
We are one. I think let me put some Frankie Beverly because y'all
drop the Frankie Beverly.
Yeah, I think Frankie Beverly because we are hit him Frankie.
Hey,
we are one. Man. I have me a 40-year-old.
Hey,
black queen.
Hey,
I fucked it up, but. If she don't know Frankie Beverly, she might be the one. Might not be the one for me.
That's right.
But everyone else, I want to thank Mo for coming to Cognac Corner and
of course
took some pictures, and we gonna keep. It won't be his last time. We get on Cellardians. We'll bring him back on. Oh yeah, he in the tribe for sure. Anybody in the tribe.
By popular demand. So make sure you guys like this. You know what I mean?
Like it, share, share, follow, comment.
Exactly. Cognac Corner. The Cellardians.
Yes.
My Instagram is at NeverOrdinary. If you out here, you're looking crazy, follow my man Drizzy Cuts. If you're balding, custom hair units on deck. If you don't know what that is, Google it.
Yes.
He got you. Yeah, man, life's good. Life's good. But checking out of the Cognac Corner, dog. Another fire episode. Let's get it.
As always, I'm Marcus Boston. This is Cognac Corner. Love yourself. Love each other. Stay grateful. Stay humble. Until next time, love yourself.
Marcus, darling. Hey, how you doing? Hey, I don't have any bad days.